Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Melissa. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today's video is going to be an alocasia dedicated video. I have several upsizes I need to do and we're going to go corm digging. I also have my huge Alocasia heterophylla that I want to separate because there's several corms that have sprouted and it's just a huge massive plant. And it's been a little while since I went corm digging with that plant as well, so that's probably why so many have sprouted up. So yeah, if I tackle that one today, that'll be at the end of the video. But if not, I am going to do more alocasia care for a different day. So we'll see how this plays out and how I'm feeling by the time I tackle the first set of plants. I'm going to turn you around. We're going to start with the smaller ones in here and tackle those first. And then I'll probably bring you out there to tackle some bigger ones. All right, here's the first two. They are the same. They are the pink bambino. I love this alocasia. I love it because they're just smaller. They stay on the smaller side, but you get that gorgeous variegation. I feel like they're roughly the same. This one here does produce a little bit more all pink. And then some of the newer leaves up top have lost some of that pink. And then this one is nicely, evenly variegated. I kind of like this one more. And I feel like they're growing about the same. They're currently in pond and self-watering, and yeah, that's just all algae down there. I need to wash those out. The pot itself is pretty small on these. They're kind of similar like that, and they do dry fairly quickly. And so I want to dump them out and see if there's any corms that I can get. And then we're going to stick them in one of these. I have two of them here. It's not like a ton bigger, but like I said, I am going to look for corms and I don't want to overdo it with these guys. So those are the pots. So let's see what we can find. Oh. We got a root stuck. Oh wow, I just broke that. These guys have gone through periods of being underwatered as well in my cabinet. But I'm just gonna gently look for corms. I don't wanna like go stress in this alocasia. I don't know, this one might not have any corms. There's like a couple here off the top that are like starting. Oh wait, here's one. Yay, I have at least one corm. Right there. All right, that might be the only one that I see. I have removed a lot of pond already, but that's okay. All right, so we just got the one from her. And we're gonna reuse the same pond. I think just giving her a little bit more room to expand her roots will be good. Let's see. Actually, I'm going to turn this way. All right, here goes nothing. Okay, That worked. All right, this one is all done. Looking good in our new home, a little bit more room down here. I'll add my nutrients at the end. Now for this one. There's one leaf here that is crispy. I'm gonna pull this off. Whoa. Okay, here's one. I'm gonna pull this leaf here off too. It's like one little leaf left down here at the bottom. I don't really see any more corms. So I guess I only had two. Oh wait, here's one. And this one already has roots growing off of it. Okay, so we have 3 corms. I will take that. Okay, let me see if I can pour this into here again. She's so pretty. I love the stems too. Do you see the pink on the stem? It's like a tan color and then there's like pink variegation. It's so pretty. I don't know if you can make it out on the stem there. So if you're looking for a variegated alocasia, that I find these pretty easygoing and you know, they don't get huge. I definitely recommend the bambino. All right. The pond was still pretty wet from when I watered before, but I'm just gonna add a little bit in the reservoir just so it doesn't dry out completely. Like that. Okay, so there's that one. And these two live in my IKEA Mills bow, so those will go back in there. The next alocasia that I want to tackle is this one here. So I have 2 of these plants. This one is showing variegation and the other one that I have is not. It's like fully reverted. So this isn't a corm from the other plant, it's just a separate plant I had purchased after that one kind of reverted. And so this one actually rotted pretty much all the way back to the stump. Even the stump was rotting. And then in a like last attempt effort, I stuck the corm or the stump into stratum, and it's grown back. It has beautiful variegation coming in. This one here is yellowing a bit, so that one's going to go soon, but this one's really nice. And this is the newest one here. It's still kind of unfurling. It has some nice pink on it. And it's well rooted in here now, so I think it's ready to go back into semi-hydro. I honestly have no idea what happened with this guy because I feel like I don't have a lot of alocasia that do bad in pond. So my other one that is the same one that's all green, it is like huge now, and I'll show you that one. That one I have gotten corms from before, and the corms came in with variegation. This is the Yucatan princess. I don't know if I mentioned that already. So yeah, these guys get fairly large. But since this one seems to be producing, you know, like good color and good variegation, I'd rather like keep this one growing inside. So the other one does need an upsize. It's in a very small planter, and it's pushing its 5th big leaf right now. And I do want to check that one for corms because I have a feeling that one probably has more corms. And this one, I think we will just plant into, you know, just like a planter that we just used for the other alocasia. Since this one here is in stratum and it's wet, I had watered it the other day. I think what I might do is just go ahead and meet you out into the kitchen area so I can rinse this under the sink, and then I'll grab my bigger one and I'll show you that one out there, and we'll kind of upsize that one, dig for corms, and then plant this one. Okay, out here in some different light, here is this one. So this is Yucatan Princess. It's supposed to be variegated, but it has reverted. And you see this one's pretty big. It has 3 leaves, and then it looks like this one actually in the back is yellowing. It's aborting that leaf. And I think it's because the pot is too small. I keep underwatering it. And then also there's a new leaf in the middle, and you know these little clips, I actually don't like these anymore because every time a new leaf on my alocasia unfurls, it gets caught and then it rips the leaf. It's happened so many times now, and you can see this one actually surprisingly didn't get caught. It's like going in between, but they keep getting caught, and they like, yeah, it like blocks the way when new leaves emerge. So I think I'm just going to go back to using like a stake and tying, like maybe get a couple stakes and tying the leaves to that. I really like these at first, but I don't know, maybe not for alocasia. I'll probably use these for other plants or something. And yeah, we'll probably just go ahead and cut this leaf off since it's yellowing. It's like a good time to inspect since I have it in the light. So in my experience, this alocasia is like a leafy alocasia, and spider mites do really like this alocasia. It's a pretty green color. I love the green on this. I just wish this one was variegated. I'm sad that it reverted. There's that one. I think one of these leaves you can see a little bit of variegation, but it's very minimal. There's like a blip of variegation. And then the stems are like a pretty pink color. Like that. So it's a really beautiful alocasia. So yeah, we're going to dig for corms, upsize, cut this leaf off, and I think for now I'll leave it in my plant room. It's still a little early to put plants outside. It is mid-March right now, and we still have some colder weather in the 40s, and I don't want to like risk it. So I think I'm going to wait till April and start moving some plants out there and like redoing my outside. I want to do a couple fun videos around that for spring and everything, so I'm excited. So yeah, we'll put this one back in our plant room. All right, back at my sink, let's dump this cutie out. Oh, it is coming off pretty easy. Okay. Nice healthy root system that has grown in. That's surprising where this corm actually came from. You can actually see, let me show you, the main stump here. It was rotting, so I had like chopped it and stuck it in stratum, and I was worried it was going to continue to rot, but it didn't, because sometimes they don't always do well. So this is all like new root growth, because when I stuck it in there, it didn't have like anything. So very happy to see that. I'm gonna spray with some Pure Crop because this plant is so prone to spider mites. I'm just gonna clean the leaves off. Okay, I'm just gonna let that sit for a second there. I'm gonna quickly upsize this one before we pot the other one up, because I wanna use this pot for the other one. And then I just rinsed out a 7-inch or a 6 something. I took some anthurium out of pond because they weren't happy. So I freed up some planters. So I'm gonna put him into here. And I think this one will be much happier. Yeah, this leaf is already bending. It's ready to go. Let's hope I get some corms. I'm really excited for some corms. Oh. I figured this one was getting, well, the leaves are caught. Ah! This one to show you the roots. Yeah, this one was starting to enclose the pot at the bottom, so it definitely could have used a repot. Okay, let's see. Do we have any corms? Oh, she might not have any. It's a little bit of rot there. Since I want to put this one, oh, look at that corm. Look at that. Oh, it's not focusing. There it goes. Wow, I wasn't expecting one that big. I was just thinking, since I kind of want to plant this one outside, like in a planter, I'm wondering if I should just pot this up in like a soil mix instead of like putting it in pond. I wonder if this one's more prone to rot. I did get this one and it was in a soil mix, so some of these could have been like old soil roots. Here's a second one. Oh, oh, and there's a third one. Yay, okay. So we have 2 more, so that's total 3. Oh, we have a 4th one. Yay! You know what? I think I'll probably just stick it in pond for the time being, because I don't know when I'm going to get this one outside, and I don't want to put, if I'm going to grow an alocasia in soil, I'd rather it not be like super chunky like my aroid mix. I'd rather make it mostly like tree fern and perlite and stuff, so it's a little bit more moisture retentive. And I don't have like a mix made up for that yet. So I'll probably just let it grow in pond actually a little bit more. Okay, I think that's all the corms. Definitely some rot, so it's hard to say if it was like old soil roots or if it's just some roots were rotting. Because I definitely have let this alocasia pot dry out completely several times. Okay. Okay. Oh wait, another one. Oh, it was hidden. Yay, I have 5. Okay. Okay, I meant to go grab my pond. I don't know what I was thinking. It's still in my plant room, so I'm gonna have to like support this so I can run and grab my pond really quick. Okay. I finally rinsed all of my dirty pond the other day from Alocasia michelitziana that, you know, was infested with ants, and then the Maranta that had ants, all that pond, and then all the pond from the anthurium that I took out recently, and then I had another container of like dirty pond. So I have like, I could probably fill this container all the way to the top now with all that pond that I've sanitized. Although part of me wants to like sanitize it one more time because it was a mess. It took me forever. I did it out in the driveway. What I did was like poured boiling hot water over top. I had 2 buckets of pond and I let it sit in the boiling hot water for like 20-ish minutes. And then I like drained it and everything. So I'm hoping that was like enough time to sanitize it. It wasn't really boiling. It was just sitting in like really, really hot water. Because I don't really have anything to boil pond over my sink or over my stove. I don't really have like a big enough pot. And I didn't really want to make a mess like that in my kitchen area either with the pond on the stove. So we'll see. I may end up rinsing it one more time before I use it again. Hi, Luna. Hi, were you napping? Yeah. Yeah, I need to look for something else more supportive. I have those green garden stakes, but they're kind of big for these plants. You know, I meant to order some smaller ones that were like 2 feet instead of the 4 feet ones, the ones that I use for my moss poles. So that way I can use this and like with the stake, because yeah, these I just don't like, because all the new growth gets trapped in them. Okay, this we're gonna cut off, that leaf there. All right, I'm gonna cut this off. All right, that one I think is done. I just have to wipe the leaves down and add some nutrients in here, but the pond was pretty wet, so it'll be okay for a little bit. Okay, so that is rinsed, and that's the root system on that one again. So we're gonna plop and fill up. Hi, Luna. Hi, Luna. Hello. Oh, whoops. Say boom. kind of just spread it out over top. Which way do I want it to face? That's the back. So we'll make this the front here. Okay. Oh, it's so cute already. Hopefully this one doesn't revert. I was just trying to think if I wanted to tackle the big Heterophylla. I don't know if I want to tackle that one today. It's just so big. It's crazy. It was just stormy. I was looking at the thermometer thing that we have. It is only 29% humidity out there right now. And yesterday, was it yesterday or the day before? It was the day before when we had those crazy storms and tornado watches. It had rained and it was like almost 90% humidity. It's crazy how much it fluctuates. Okay. That one's all done. All right, I just gotta add some water in both of those, and then I gotta clean the leaves on that one really quick and put those back in my plant room. And then I have to take care of the corms, which I do have a new seedling tray with corms, so I'm just gonna pluck those in there. But those are the 5, and then we have 3 from the bambinos. So when I took these corms off last time, I think I had 3. I think there were 3, and they all came in with variegation, and they all, like, I sold them all. So I'm excited to see how these ones grow in. If one comes in like really super variegated, I will be tempted to keep it. It's fun growing them out though and seeing what happens. I feel like out of all the corms I've had, I feel like I've only had very little that grew and reverted, but I feel like I have more that come in like fully variegated, like all white. I've had that happen with my Friedac and my variegated dragon scale more often than like them coming in with all green. So I don't know, it's fun to see what they're gonna do, I guess. I am back. I brought out Heterophylla. Look how big it is. I was trying to get a photo for Instagram. I'll pop it here because it's hard to take a photo without, I don't know, there's not really a good spot to take photos in this house because there's not like a blank wall that I can stand in front of, and my plant room, it's hard to see like plants when there's plants behind me. But yeah, this is what I was talking about. So she's grown huge and she has so many corms. Oh, that had popped up. There's probably 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't tell. There's either 4 or 5 corms. And yeah, she's grown a lot and she loves semi-hydro. She's in like a 7-inch planter. She's a very thirsty gal. And I think what I'm gonna do is separate these guys and replant one back into here and just keep one for me. I feel like this Alocasia is really easygoing. It's, I don't know, it's not a spider mite magnet. I've, knock on wood, I've never had like any pest issues with this Alocasia. And yeah, the only thing is that it's thirsty. I find that, you know, it'll definitely droop if it's underwatered because the leaves are kind of long. So if they start drooping more, then I know this is probably empty. And I don't know what's going on in the middle of this thing either. I have a black, one of those little acrylic things, except it's black. I have string in here. I have a stake. I honestly have no idea. And she's bloomed a lot for me recently too. I have another, there's a flower spike here. I tried collecting pollen and pollinating my regal shields with Heterophylla pollen, and it was successful. And then the Alocasia regal shields aborted the inflow. So yeah, I'm gonna have to try again. But I feel like the bloom cycle should be hopefully done. It's starting to sprout some new leaves again. But yeah, she spit out like, I don't know how many leaves in a row. or how many blooms in a row. Okay. One of those. All right. I'm going to dump her out on this tiny little potting mat. Hopefully the pond doesn't go flying. I do have water in here because I filled this up the other day, so the pond's going to be probably a little wet. Okay, that is the root ball. Let's see. See, it's pretty rooted. Oh, I got some squished corms here. From what I can remember, Heterophylla usually produces a lot of corms. Yeah, I'm already pulling off. Here's 4. But I haven't taken corms from her in a while. But the only thing is, if I separate this plant, then I'm probably going to, I hope I don't stress her because all these roots are kind of tangled. We'll have a lot of Heterophylla to grow. Like next time I should probably repot pond plants when they're more on the dry side so that the pond isn't so wet. I'll have to make note of that for next time. Look at that juicy one right there. Okay, here's the one. Put that one that way. One, 2. So I think I'm probably going to keep this one. And then I might get rid of this leaf here. It's a lower leaf. And then, let's see, are these all old blooms and leaves here? I think so. Cut that off. Yes, this is the main one. So I'm trying to think if I just want to keep this one or add the other one back in, or add one of the other ones in. Let's see. I think this was the other big one here. I think I'll pop these 2 back into here. I feel like taking 2 out will be good. I'm gonna have to rinse that. hope I don't regret keeping this as 2 though. I feel like next time she gets big, though, I can just trim away some leaves, but I definitely need to make sure that I don't let all those leaves sprout, like all those extra corms. Okay, I'm gonna add all this back in here. Oh gosh, I got a lot more corms. Let's see, I'm gonna grab this. Okay, I'm gonna add the steak here for a minute. Okay, so this is technically my plant now. It's a lot smaller. It's okay though, it'll fill in again. And so I have one of those black, I put the black thing there. It's not really that supported, so I might use some string too and tie it a little bit more. I feel like I need to get another couple of stakes, but I'll get it tied up and fixed. And then I just have to add some nutrients. It might shock a little just because I messed with the roots. I just feel like this is gonna make me happier so that it's not so overwhelming in there. Just like my Mycaliciana, it's definitely shocked. It's dropped so many leaves. I kind of like them when they're more petite like this in a way. I like them big too, but they're more manageable this size. So yeah, I have to add to there. I don't even know how many corms she gave me. I have a lot here, let's see. Yeah, there's probably like 10 or 12, 10 or 12 corms right there. Oh my gosh, my mic was on wrong. It had fallen off. I hope it still picked up okay. Oh gosh. But anyway, yeah, I'm glad that she's kind of separated and everything now. This will be my little plant. I'll put her back in the same spot and add some nutrients in there. And then, like I was saying here, I'm probably just going to pot these up separately and cut some of the longer leaves away so that's a smaller plant. Because once it situates and everything establishes, then I could like sell it as a more mature plant. But I don't know, shipping, I don't know, these leaves are really long. It'd be really hard to ship this size. But I may just pot it up separately and let it grow outside or something, who knows. And then with all the corms, I probably have like 12 or so from her and then the ones from the variegated ones. So I'm gonna put them in little seedling trays. I have one that, like I said, I already started, so I'm just gonna plop them in there. I just fill it with stratum and pluck each one down. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed though and could see my process again on separating some of these big ones. So I hope she doesn't really shock too much, but I guess time will tell. I feel like it's a pretty easygoing alocasia though, so if she does yellow and drop some leaves, I'm sure she'll spit out some new ones in some time. Just like my Mycaliciana, because that one definitely took a hit. It is popping out some new leaves, some smaller ones, so I know it'll bounce back here, but again, I wasn't planning on repotting it for the second time either from all that crazy ant situation, so I'm glad that that is done and over with. It's been so nice. I think it's been, what, 3 weeks, 2 weeks without any ants in my plant room. It's been so nice. I don't ever want to see them again. But yes, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much again for watching and spending your time here. If you have any questions, let me know and I will talk to you again soon.